presentation of colors and Pledge of Allegiance. Right hand over your heart. Ready, begin. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Welcome to the Redlands High School commencement ceremony for the class of 2013. Graduation is an 18-year team effort, and I'm glad to have with us tonight some very important team members. First, our Board of Education. They're with us tonight, and it is my pleasure to present them to you. President Donna West, Board members Patty Holohan, Pat Kohlmeyer, Ron McPeck, and Neil Weiner. From the district office, we have with us our Superintendent, Lori Rhodes, and Assistant Superintendents Paul Cullen, Brad Mason, and Sabine Robertson Phillips. And last, I would like to acknowledge the parents, family, friends in the community in the audience tonight. Big welcome to you. You are a huge part of the accomplishments we are recognizing tonight. Seniors, numbers, numbers, numbers. Remember when I came to your classes to talk about all your numbers? I bet you do. They were pretty phenomenal. But not all numbers are the same. Different numbers make different impressions. For example, I am sure there's some numbers you could live without. For example, over the course of 4 years of your school lives here at Redlands High School, you have been controlled by 15,840 bells. I know, I counted. These bells have moved you back and forth across Citrus approximately 2,500 times, probably more. Now think about scantrons. What about all the bubbles you filled in? The exact number of bubbles you filled in was, I didn't try to count. That number would be labeled as a gazillion. But some numbers are very precious. For example, lucky number 13. One what?
1 green.
Well done. Precious numbers. You are the 120th graduating class from Redlands High School and the 83rd class to graduate from this beautiful bowl. Tonight, there are 632 precious seniors about 95 minutes away from that very special time when the carillon bells ring out declaring to all of Redlands that lucky number 2013 is graduating. Some numbers you have control over, and some numbers you don't. When I came to your classroom, you definitely made a difference in those numbers. They're the best numbers Redlands High School has ever seen, and you are responsible for that. Thank you. Last year, we were visited by the Western Association of Schools and Colleges for our accreditation, and we were given the highest term possible. Only 10% of the high schools and colleges in the Western United States received this term. Thank you, students and staff. API, you first took us to 801, and when you did that 2 years ago, there were only 6 comprehensive high schools in all of San Bernardino County to have reached over 800. But you weren't done. You then took us to 815, one of only 7 comprehensive high schools in the county to accomplish this. Okay, now think about this one. When is being 900 on a list a good thing? Well, I'll tell you. When the list is called America's Best Schools, and you are one of only 2,500 schools across this nation being called best. Congratulations. This distinction was listed in Newsweek magazine, but again, you weren't done. Because of what you've done, Terriertown was again listed in the Washington Post, America's Most Challenging High Schools, on the U.S. News and World Report as one of America's best high schools, and for the first time on the California Business Education Excellence Honor Roll. I checked the list. We're the only comprehensive high school in San Bernardino County to be on the list. Way to go. Now, when I was up here last year, I thought the class of 2012 had great numbers. Oh my gosh, you guys, you beat them every single time. 1 out of 4 of you in your high school career have taken and passed an AP exam, an advanced placement exam. We have more students now taking advanced placement exams than we did when we had 1,000 more students. In fact, we have more students taking AP exams than when we had 5,000 students at Redlands High School. Because of this, 60 of you have become AP scholars, 18 more than last year. 134 of you earned Golden State Merit Diplomas, which means you've scored pretty high on your CST scores, higher. Among you are 109 CSF Life members with the cute little gold cords around your necks. Yeah, more than last year. There are 69 of you with a gold tassel signifying high honors, meaning you had a 4.0 from your freshman year on. Yeah, a lot more than last year. 52 of you will have a seal of biliteracy placed on your diploma. Congratulations on that one. Now, I really like this number. Last year, I thought 42% of students with a 3.0 or higher was incredible. Oh my gosh. Now, you know Redlands High School teachers do not give grades away. 53% of you have a B average or better. Wow. Good work. 192 of you have a 3.5 or above. Yeah, more than last year. And 62 of you have a 4.0 or above. 18 more than last year. Now, in our top 6, we have Gus Farah, Carlos Silva, Aurelien Charpentier, Bulos Haddad, Haley Hetrick, and Arco Dury. Congratulations. Athletics, big number 8. Redlands High School won 8 Citrus Belt League titles this year, including boys tennis, girls track, boys swimming, girls soccer, baseball, boys golf. Congratulations. Now, take all those athletic achievements and combine them with academics. We call this scholar athletes, and this is something that we hold in very high esteem. 97% of our athletes maintained eligibility with at least a 2.0. 18 athletes signed letters of intent to compete in college athletics, yes, with that scholarship. 6 more than any of the last 4 years. Congratulations. We have 23 varsity teams. 17 of those teams received a special CIF Scholar Athletic Recognition. This is for those athletic teams who have an average GPA of 3.0 or above. 17 of 23 teams, wow. Girls volleyball in third place. Cross country, girls cross country, second place. And winning this competition this year, boys water polo, 3.63 average GPA. Each year, we try to award some CARA award winners. These are for seniors who have a 4.2 or above and have lettered in 2 different sports in their senior year. First time we've had 4 of you. Christina Alexandris, Haley Hetrick, Ryan Mortensen, and Lauren Zabaleta. We have some more scholar athletes. I'm just going to name them. Lauren Zabaleta, Walter Jones, Citrus Belt Area Senior Athletes of the Year. Ken Hubbs, Athletes of the Year, Walter Jones and Noel Baham. CIF, female and male scholar athletes, Haley Hetrick and Gus Farah. CBL scholarship winners, Cambria Love and Jimmy Walker. RUSD outstanding athletes, Lauren Homanen, Noel Baham, and Jacob Nottingham. Now this is one I really like, Spirit of Sport. Students win this for sportsmanship and character both on and off the field of play. That's of high value. Lauren Zabaleta, Parode Charles, Amanda Juan, Kashmir Huckabee, and Sean Smith are our seniors on this list. You know how I always talk about goals and having goals? You got to have a goal. We talked about that when I went to your classes. Well, we have a couple groups in this school who took that to heart. Academic Decathlon placed 3rd in the county. I thought that was pretty darn good, but not for them. They went to state with the intent of improving and passing up the team that beat them in county. And they did it through people like senior standouts Carlos Silva, Teddy Teichman, and Andrew Castro. Similarly, RHS Mock Trial went to state as a wild card team. They placed 2nd in the county, but believed in their heart of hearts that they could have been the first place team, and they set the goal of proving it. This pursuit spurred them on to a tremendous 2nd place finish in the entire state. Senior courtroom standouts, Seth Wax, Aja Frost, Arko Duri, Zane Hoffman, Emily Chu. Speech. Our speech program is recognized by the National Forensic League. Only 1% of NFL chapters can earn this distinction. This year, our speech team took 2nd place in our Southern California area and qualified 11 students to state and 6 to the national competition. Cheer. Way to go, Varsity Cheer. 1st place at nationals. In our recent history, we can't remember doing that, so congratulations. ROTC set multiple goals this year, and for the first time in 5 years, they hit every single one. ROTC, thanks for bringing honor and patriotism to all of our activities. Chamber Singers won their 18th consecutive gold in the Adjudicators Award. Outstanding Choral Awards, Les Chanteuses, 2 golds. Cantari, superior ratings. Varsity Men's Chorus, superior rating. Let's continue those superior ratings through instrumental music. Wind Ensemble, unanimous superior. String Ensemble and Symphonic Band, superior superiors. 3 RHS students, including senior Randy Montano, made the All Southern California Honor Band. They were the only RUSD students. Our 9 RHS students were in the County Honor Band, most in the entire county. 10 of our students were in the Honor Orchestra. 2 students were in the All California All-State Orchestra, and this includes senior Teddy Teichman. Tyler Neal just happens to play the trumpet, and he played it in the Tournament of Roses Honor Band all 4 years of his school time. ASB, how we love you. 13 rallies, 4 homecoming, 4 rev games, 8 blood drives. Your support of everything RHS, and because you bleed blue, you made us better. Visual arts. Redlands High School was one of only 50 schools nationwide that was invited to participate in the National Vans Custom Culture Shoe Competition. We have a Chapalechi, very traditional art program this year, art competition. Congratulations to Molly Ong for being the winner. Digital Dogs went to their first film festival. The Dogs won for Best Creativity and Best Producer, way to go, Blake. Best Script, Stephen Cardenas. Best Cinematography, Jessis Hadiges. Drama, 3 great plays, Pride and Prejudice, An Evening with Mr. Edgar Allan Poe, and Kill Me Deadly. That was funny. Then, at the beginning of the year, actually, you did Children's Theater Festival. I have never heard so many screaming little kids. They loved it. Thespians also go to a state competition, and we have several students that got 3rd in the entire state. Dana Kearns, Anthony Talent, Vinnie Martinucci, Henry Borkin. Add to that, Tyler Miller and Ashley Wright were chosen to perform in the state show. Wow. Our newspaper, the Hibachi, won 1st place in their national competition. The Macchio was featured in a book called Ideas That Fly. That's the book that teaches other Macchio staffs how to do their annual. Nice. Compact is a very busy club, many hours of work. Achieving gold this year, Jennifer Harris-Lesh and Aaliyah Peaster. ROP competes every year in their virtual enterprise class. They had a business this year called Vintage Drive-In Theater, and they took 5th place out of 60 schools. ROP had several distinguished students. Among the seniors, Brianna Young and Kellyanne de Guzman. Now, it's not just about us. RHS students gave over 11,000 hours of community service this year. Way to go, Redlands High School. I have one last very precious number, 64. There are 64 notes in each verse of the alma mater. Over the years, you have sung these notes many times. Pretty soon, you will sing your song all together for the very last time. Then someone will come and give us the second verse, because as we know, nobody knows the second verse. Then the lights will dim and everyone will quiet. The bells will ring just for you, for lucky number 2013, RHS's 120th graduating class. Do not forget you distinguished Redlands High School with your numbers, and in doing so, you distinguished yourselves. And don't forget that when you continue to distinguish yourselves out in the big world, you bring honor to the 119 classes that came before you and to each and every class that follows you. Class of 2013, go out and make us proud. Before I step down, I would like to acknowledge our student speakers, Julia Bray, Kathy Capelli, our teacher tonight giving the charge to the class, Mr. Ashley Wilder. President West and members of the board, it is my honor and privilege to present to you the class of 2013.
Okay, me first. All right. Hello, everyone. It's a lovely night for graduation, and oh, you all look equally lovely in your bathrobes and satellite dishes. Woo! All right. Sorry, I mean caps and gowns, right. Don't worry, those pictures will only live on your refrigerator forever. But that's what pictures are for, right? Not for immortalizing embarrassing moments, but for reminding us of the good ones. Hopefully this is a good moment for you, you know, impending freedom and all. But to be honest, it's more than a little bit terrifying as well. You see, we're sitting here on the precipice of childhood and adulthood. There's no going back now, no matter how much we may, in the deeper parts of our hearts, wish it. I long for kindergarten, when we played with building blocks and sat on the color rug instead of at desks and had snack time and like 15 recesses a day. Do you remember that? I loved that. Okay, that was a simpler time, when right was just the opposite of left, and when choices were either black or white. Those were times when we looked at the world with wonder, when we were dared to eat dirt, and when we chased unicorns and fairies, and when we tramped through the mud, uninhibited of worries of what others would think of us. And then we grew up, learned the meaning of time, and that there never seems to be enough of it to go around. Inequality ceased to be just a sign we scribbled on our math homework, and hatred is no longer dogs chasing cats. Violence, pain, heartbreak. We learned the meaning of these words and more, always wishing that we hadn't. We were in such a rush to grow up that now we sit here, we wish to go back. But you can't go back. Time can't be unraveled, choices unmade, and words unsaid. But that's okay, because deep down, deeper than the nostalgia and the regret, is a desire to move forward, to look onward. All year long, as you slouched through English class complaining of senioritis, this desire raged within you, and for good reason. When I look out at the crowd of students in front of me, I see one thing in common: potential. If no one has ever told you that you personally have potential, then I am telling you here and now. You will go forward from RHS. We will go forward from RHS and achieve wonderful and fantastic things. And on the way, we will stumble. We will scrape our knees and bump our funny bones and maybe break a few things, because that is human nature. Get back up, brush it off, invest in Neosporin and Band-Aids. Take risks, try new things, even jump off a few more roofs. Just next time, please say carpe diem instead of YOLO. And keep moving forward. Now, I have no doubt that some of you geniuses are going to go off and cure cancer or invent the next iPhone or become president or something. But what we all need to remember is that success is not measured in what makes us rich and famous. Success, for such a large and illustrious concept, success is primarily a small thing, measured in acts of humanity. It is finishing Hamlet without spark notes. I know, it hasn't been done yet. It is sharing your jacket with someone who needs it more. It is watching our football team bring home the smudge pot for our last year at RHS. Yeah, all right. It is being able to set aside petty differences, and it is not tripping across this stage in front of what, believe me, seems like the entire planet, diploma in hand, and realizing there's nowhere left to go but forward. Now, these simple acts of kindness and courage came most naturally to you as a kindergartner. By this definition, you were most successful then. And so I encourage you to remember your childhood, the stories behind your scars, and the lessons that fought hardest to be learned. Why? Because humanity adds up. Because two rights make four, which make infinity, until your brand of success makes the world a genuinely better place. Someday, when I'm sending my daughter to kindergarten, I hope to be able to look her in the eye and tell her that inequality is just a sign on her math homework, that right and wrong will always be black and white, and while everyone makes mistakes, people are basically kind of decent. And then I'll point to the picture still hanging on my refrigerator of grinning people in still god-awful caps and gowns, and I'll tell her exactly who shaped that better world. That we shaped that better world. So go forth, class of 2013, and succeed.
Welcome.
Graduation is a day we remember for the rest of our lives. Whether you're an awkward teen boy declaring, "I love you, Beth Cooper," to a girl you've never spoken to before, or maybe you're sharing long, loving looks with the vampire you'll spend the rest of eternity with from Twilight. And wouldn't every girl here love to have Troy Bolton standing in front of you, telling you to follow your dreams and to not live by the status quo? High School Musical. Reality tells us that not everything can be like a movie, but rather a few perfect moments that make you feel like you're in one. It may be cliche, but we want Captain America to save the day and the glass slipper to fit. So for 13 years, I've waited for my cinematic moment. Quoted by Elle Woods to her Harvard graduating class, I can finally say, "We did it!" So thinking back to freshman year, I can't have been the only one who thought high school would be like Mean Girls, wearing pink on Wednesdays and mathletes that rap. No, it wasn't completely Mean Girls, but with sign language at every rally, it sometimes seemed more like Napoleon Dynamite. High school has been unforgettable, especially senior year. Blood drives, Verhoeven's laugh, knowing that when CSTs rolled around, we slept in while underclassmen were being instructed to read silently while I read aloud. And how can we forget? October 19th, 2012, a page right from the script of Friday Night Lights. We stood together in Dodge Stadium, painted blue and white, packed as tight as a Chipotle burrito, and covered in sweat. After 6 years, the time had come to reclaim what was rightfully ours. Counting down every second, we held our breath. When Craig Lee went down in the fourth quarter, in the silence, you could hear every heartbeat pumping with blue blood. But in the end, We proudly and loudly sang our alma mater, knowing that the smudge pot was back in Redlands where it belonged, and Rev returned to Mentone empty-handed. It definitely felt like a movie, but it was our story, and it's been one heck of a senior year. Today, we are part of a tradition that has lived on for 120 years. But this is our moment. We are the Redlands High School Terriers, class of 2013. We've all had to endure our rites of passage, just as Simba took his place in the circle of life, and Andy had to go away to college. Now it's time to climb down from Rapunzel's tower and at last see the lights. We can't know where we'll be a year from now or 10 years from now, but today we are one step closer to whatever the future holds, and we're ready. The only limits we have are the ones we set for ourselves, so why not reach to infinity and beyond? This is just the beginning. Dorothy had no idea what was somewhere over the rainbow, and for us, who knows what's beyond where the purple snow-capped mountains reach the clear blue sky. But we are nowhere near the final credits. Someday we will get to the epilogue, where we send our own kids to school on the Hogwarts Express. But in the meantime, make your life better than any movie you've ever seen. You are braver than you believe, stronger than you seem, and smarter than you think. Walt Disney once said, "All your dreams can come true if you have the courage to pursue them." And we do. Life is full of perfect moments that make you feel like you're in a movie. And this is one of them. Cue the inspirational soundtrack. Redlands High School, class of 2013. Adventure is out there. It's time to start living. Thank you.
Thank you so much for this honor to speak to you tonight. When I was selected the commencement speaker, I have to admit I was incredibly surprised, but very happy with the prestige that this honor gives. You get tons of congratulations. You get a couple of death glares from certain teachers who will remain unnamed. But the thing you get most of all is you get suggestions about what this speech should be. And the large majority of my speech is sharing those suggestions with you. I had one student come up to me and he said that I should rap this entire speech. He suggested that they would give me a live band behind, we'd have a beat, we'd have backup dancers, smoke would come from the stage, pyrotechnics. He said fire would shoot really close to me up into the air. He was really excited about the fire, which I have to say was a little bit disconcerting. But what I did say when I started this process is that no suggestion would not be taken with its merit. So I nodded my head and I said I consider it and went about my day. Fast forward a couple weeks later, there's another student who came up to me and he said he had a list of 500 things he hated about Redlands High School. Right? Yeah, it's kind of scary. So what I told him was, we perhaps should not go negative in this speech. But before I could go fully through, he interjected and told me that while I was reading this speech, I should hold my 2-year-old daughter in my hands because in his words, nobody can be mad at you when you're holding a baby. Which is, I suppose is true. So once again, nodded my head, told him I consider it. Fast forward 2 weeks past that, and this is what I love about the class of 2013. You guys are a collaborative group. These two students became friends. And they decided that I should rap about the 750 things they disliked about Redlands High School. There would be a band with the beat. There would be the pyrotechnics and the smoke and double the fire, which was double the disconcerting. And instead of holding my daughter, she would be an actual backup dancer, which, as you know, is every father's dream. Because in their words, everybody loves a dancing baby. Haven't you seen the commercials? Now, I promised everybody I would take every consideration up to their merit, but I told these gentlemen that if I gave that speech in front of the school board and my bosses, while you were all looking for summer employment, I would be looking for employment in general. So I turned them down. So what will I discuss? There were so many suggestions, 2 that I think will finish up the speech, and it's 2 things I want you to hear before you leave us forever. The first is the memories that I will have of this class of 2013. And the more I thought about that, the more impossible this task became, because there's not enough time in this ceremony for me to live up to the memories and recount all the laughter that we shared with one another. Because the truth is, you all became kind of like my family. Oh, okay, say that stuff. Save it for later, come on. I mean, if you really think about it, I don't know if it's because of your high level of maturity or my lack thereof, but right from the beginning, we clicked, we connected, we watched the same TV shows, we complained about our parents. My class became therapeutic. By the way, I am healing, thank you so much. They finally get me. And we would laugh about the same sort of juvenile things that we're not supposed to laugh at. So you asked me what I'll remember. Everything. It was happy. It was sad. It was overjoyed. And I was annoyed. But I wouldn't change one single minute because that's what our relationship was. It was raw. It was honest. But at its heart, it was beautiful. I'm going to miss you quite a bit. Oh, stop. It gets better. So, what I decided to wrap this speech up with, not rap, but wrap up this speech with. See, all the English kids are like, oh, I got us. That's right. Literary terms. I decided to sort of go forth with some sort of advice or expectations for the class of 2013, which, by the way, is impossible because if you know me, I'm Mr. Low Expectations. I am. I really am. And plus, it's hard to sort of ascertain expectations for 632 graduating seniors. Some of you want to be doctors and lawyers or own your own business. And the truth is, life's going to knock you down. It will. You're going to have to come up with an audible. When I sat in a similar seat some 15 years ago talking or listening to a dissimilar speaker, I had this grand vision that I was going to be a French chef. Seriously. And I was going to open up a really cool restaurant with a classy name, something like Cafe Wilder. And to my great shock and awe, on the way to this dream, I realized that I cannot make popcorn correctly. So you find something else to do. So what is my expectation for you? It's pretty simple. Find something that makes you happy, that brings out your passion, and do that for the rest of your life or until it no longer makes you happy anymore. If you would have told me 15 years ago in that similar seat that getting in front of 35 students on a daily basis, being on this stage tonight would make me happy, I would say you were absolutely insane. But I would have been absolutely wrong, because it does. I had a student come visit me 2 weeks ago. She had this list of accomplishments, things she wanted to do, and she was worried that this list was unrealistic. I say to her, I say to you tonight that you are young and a graduate from one of the greatest high schools in this nation. There is no such thing as unrealistic. Shoot for the stars, and if you miss, that's fine. Find another galaxy. It'll work out. You'll be okay. So when you visit me 20 years from now, and you should visit me, I'll be in that far-off classroom that takes you 20 years to get to. You should probably start now. My expectation is that I'm going to ask you one question, and it won't be, what are you doing? It will be, how are you doing? And I expect that each and every one of you can honestly say that you're happy, or at the very least, you're working very hard to get to that goal. Because perhaps for the first time in composing that speech tonight, or the speech tonight, I realized that that is what life is all about. In closing, I'd like to thank all of you for the wonderful opportunity to speak to you tonight. It really is unbelievable. I'd like to thank each and every one of you for the wonderful memories that I will cherish forever. And I'd like to thank you sincerely for being part of my happiness and helping me get my expectations. As I look out there, I see some of the best people I have ever known. I will miss you dearly. Class of 2013, good night, good luck, and congratulations.
I would like to again introduce our president of the Redlands Unified School Board, Donna West, President West, members of our school board, Superintendent Rhodes. The members of the class present here tonight have fulfilled all the requirements set before them by the state of California and our local school board, and are therefore eligible to receive their diplomas. It is indeed my pleasure and honor to present to you the Redlands High School class of 2013.
Thank you, Mrs. Rivera. You have distinguished yourselves in so many ways. We've heard amazing numbers tonight. So impressive you all are over your high school careers, and we want you to know how proud we are of you. And now, on behalf of the Redlands Board of Trustees, it is my honor to accept this, the Redlands High School class of 2013. Congratulations.
Julia Bray.
Kathy Marie Capelli.
Tina Halabian. Prode Charles. Anisha Coley.
Kayla Renee Daniels.
Grace Louise Neatvelt.
Mac Scott.
Emma Crawford.
Crystal Marina Ramsey.
Sanvina Jaranita Chandra.
Timothy Orlate.
Sunny Jun.
Lauren Zabaleta.
Megan Elizabeth Grenda.
Elizabeth McLeod.
Hannah Lau.
Randy Martinano Chai.
Hannah Elizabeth Rangel.
Emily Mae Isaac.
Kinsey Evans.
Gabriella Julie Toth.
Kiana Wright.
Anaya Lynn Simons.
Madeline French.
Genevieve Peterson.
Caitlin Darnell.
Ashley Eleonora Campbell.
Robert Daniel Donahue.
Francisco Martinez.
Rafael Feliz Perez.
Nadia Elaine Saldana.
Joseph Garcia.
Tyler Miller.
Fernando Martinez.
Kellyanne de Guzman.
Travis Michael Goodwin.
Austin Niebris.
Christopher Joshua Bailey.
Hannah N. Rowley.
Erica Nicole Elton.
Aaliyah Peaster.
Delaney Aragon.
Vanera Soy Thong.
Emily Cairns.
Ross G. Thrasher.
Clarissa Alexandra Hitchnova.
Matthew Samuel Domingo.
Paige Sizemore. Taylor Nicole Sturm.
Kevin Simon Torop.
Michael Andre Evans.
Devin Castro. Marin Anna Bin. Mitchell Evan Peel.
Julia Naibo.
Rayshawn Lamont Brewer.
Sherilyn Mandablang.
Michael Turcott.
Phuong Kathy Dan.
Carmen Ray Stevning.
Lawrence Silva.
Sebastian Nuno.
Nico Anthony Gonzalez.
Guillermo Manuel Flores.
Kevin Anthony Velez.
Zachariah Isaiah Valenzuela.
Christy Manulang.
Andrea Leticia Alfred.
Vanessa Mailu.
Nicholas Alexander Valenzuela.
Molly Mei-Ping Ong.
It's your turn.
William Campos.
Crystal O'Dobby.
Maya Catherine Lambert.
Alexandra Campbell.
Nita Samir Hagag.
Paige Campbell.
Jenny Elizabeth Collier.
Brianna Young.
Jacinda Stewart.
Kimberly Hutran.
Amelia Marinette.
Brian Joseph Satampo.
Go ahead, ma'am.
Savannah Guzman.
Jacqueline Antaporda Mayuga.
Kelly Alexandria Brower.
Niyati Patel.
Angelica Guaycus.
Diana Roman.
Alexandria Marie Michelle.
Emily Catherine Shue.
Jeffrey Ray Arrowwood.
Alexandra Serena Willison.
Ronnie Ramiro Bambino Garcia.
Amelia Teresa Sequeira. Andre Torres.
Kendall Catherine Margaret Penley.
Ashley Barella.
Kelsey Brooke Westerfield.
Zachy Hogue.
Hannah Marie Ganther.
Madeline Olivia Bent.
Amanda K. Wright.
Justin Areola.
Marcia Paula Ryan.
Laura Huamanen.
Natalie Raingo.
Kevin Cruz.
April Rose Regals.
Daniel Eduardo Flores Perez.
Jennifer N. Salazar.
Kenny Cruz.
Jacob Michael Tackett.
Isaac Victor Steinman.
Nina Reyes.
Jonathan Wayne Moss.
Natalie Zook.
Trevor Solzman.
Gabriella R. Nodine.
Angelo Dewan Stewart.
McKenna Mattingly.
Cash Brandon Herrera Soto.
Shireen Yeya.
Sebastian Manris. Kashmir Huckabee. Matthew Kim.
Jordan Ori.
Tristan Neil Eicher.
Howie Smith.
Holly Ray Resch. Anthony Aguila. Bradley Kendall.
Jimmy Walker.
Dustin James.
Daryl Miller.
Shelby Heaston.
Jacob Andrew Nottingham.
Cosette Marie Kane.
Melanie Wilson.
Colin Alexander Jones.
Kevin Glassenow.
Zane Thomas Hoffman.
Christopher Aaron Taylor.
Nicholas Ryan Dudek.
Emily Phelps.
Alexander J. Bierman.
Sarah Bernadette Grinnan.
Claire Killick.
Macy Hoddle.
Maddox Buckwalter.
Hallie Jane Baker.
Casey Lee Kemledge.
Chase Acuna.
Moses Acosta.
Daniel Mack.
Addison Taylor Goldberg.
Alyssa DeSoto.
Vivian Olympia Gallardo.
Hani Abdel Aziz. Larissa Lopez Hernandez.
Timothy John Rudrick.
Elizabeth Burns.
Bradley Jackson Rose.
Elizabeth Angeline Rodriguez.
Racy Wadamina.
Justina Renee Ortiz.
Emily Nina League.
Renaud Alvin Gladstone.
Christopher Perdigon.
Jennifer Bailey Harris Lesh.
George Bashara.
Joseph Elliott Harris Lesh.
David Baez.
Connie Leah Elizabeth Caroline Smith.
Eric D. Martinez.
Taylor Salmons.
Alfonso Rodriguez.
Anna Lima.
Marcus Isaiah Smith.
Haley E. Hetrick.
Alyssa Randolph.
Aurelian Charpentier.
Serena Urquhart.
Sheila Gabriela James.
Sarah C. Watson.
Christian B. Lambo.
Michael Bradley Worth.
Asia Frost.
Chance Allen Russell.
Lisa Herzberger.
Oliver Phelps.
Assis Graywall. Dana Kearns. Afalabi Ayaloja.
Emily Starr Cowden.
Stephen Jacob Cardenas.
Christian J. Delgado.
Isaac Delgado.
Sandeep Singh.
Stephen Gonzalez.
Shara Chakma.
Dylan M. Zeeland.
Valentina Roy Chodhuri.
Kenny Nicochet.
Kyle Kalaustro.
Christopher Corey Mulder.
Stephen Abdamalik.
Joshua Joseph Macias.
Matea Jokic.
Kevin C. Tavick.
Emlyn Wallach Kalunga.
Yafet Zira Merriman.
Albion Tully.
John Solomon.
Mariah Michelle Lazaridis.
Stanford Shin.
Brittany Amber Lazar.
Carlos J. Silva.
Melanie Ryan.
Brian Lynn.
Fariza Chowdhury.
Hans Tong.
Savannah Pekani.
Julian Daniel Lopez.
Camden Mariquin.
Zion Desmond Peters.
Davis Bennett.
Anthony Drew Palmer.
Trevor Jordan Togashi.
Dean Gail Antonio Padron.
Patrick Adrian Finger.
Vishal Patel.
Darius Brown.
Aubrey Magnolia Mendoza.
Jonathan Martinez.
Natalie Wayegu.
Bishoy Hannah.
Steffi Mulia.
Yad Kwa.
Hunter Zahid.
Ghassan Farah.
John Peters.
Nika Nicole Evans.
Franklin D. Pandoy.
Caitlin Louise Richards.
Kelly Monique Reedy.
Renee Ocampo.
Elmore Pagado Ingwasan.
Mackenzie Pamela Mills.
Jonathan Allen Petruescu.
Mackenzie N. Christensen.
Shantae Roche Rounds.
Nicole Macero.
Jasmine Morales.
Isabel Vargas.
Walter Quiroga.
Melissa Nicole Corza.
Allison Page Meadows.
Kristen Lopez.
Kristen Richardson.
Krista Davidson.
Bill Dean Abernathy III.
Marina Marie Natasha Martinez.
Jessica Kathleen Buffington.
Elizabeth Herrera.
Megan Elizabeth Lawson.
Raylene Teresa Rios Mendoza.
Deja Monet Owens.
Donald Guy.
Rhiannon Romero.
James Almazan.
Sebastian Peterson.
Monica Gonzalez.
Dominic Denise Underwood.
Megan Bowl.
Ebony Monique Cooper.
Jonah Eric Caldera.
Chanel Jackson.
Eric Dilbert.
Eurisi Nzinga The Shore.
Alexander Martinez.
Aaliyah Anastasia Marcel Payton.
Jacob Landon.
Jane Aniello.
Stephen Gallagher.
Aubrey Villanueva.
Nicholas Einen.
Lauren Thompson.
Andrew Cook.
Jennifer Amanda Zaragoza.
Philip Joseph Cobb.
Serena Renee Ovias.
Tommy Santosa.
Donovan Austin Reyes.
Jesse Hendigas.
Aprilia Fonson Noor.
Adam Panagia Saragi.
Yuzaria Sioteng.
Hayden Cutler Haight.
Johan Rejab.
Roy Diego Bradley McCoy.
Jover Palma.
Kareem El Sadi.
Jonathan Anthony Cariso.
Darlene Mambu.
Louis Iru.
Richie Dinars Sihotang.
Joseph Ryan Yongwei Pan.
Leilani Monique Luva.
Autumn Eve Wilson.
Emlyn Jimenez.
Patrick Greg Stetko.
Darley Ray Magno.
Cameron Scott Yegi.
Anjanette Atos.
Nathan J. Price.
Charlene Patterson.
Cambria M. Love.
Brianna Celeste Dave Turner.
Carly May Zevelking.
Gail Tan.
Sarina Scherer.
Omar Mohammed El Hanafi.
Zachary Tyler Smith.
Clarence Palmer.
Allison Michaela Leisman.
Alyssa Cheese.
Askia Armando Luna.
Amber Madrid.
Royce Lawrence Rendon.
Autumn Ann Rauch.
Brian G. Wang.
Natalie E. Alfano.
Daniel B. Renfro.
Frank Wesley Lopez.
Brianna Idalise Torres.
Reinhardt H. Aritonang.
Andrea C. Smith.
Arfel Anthony Gumangan.
Rodrigo Ventura.
Samuel Hopasan Sihombing.
William Eric Talukter.
Johnson James Gonzalez.
Nicholas James Sanchez.
Johannes Santos. Santoso.
Robert Leroy Rendelman III.
Ansel Hayden Ansor Nam.
Scott Williamson.
Ming Lee.
Miranda Marie Williams.
Hezekiah Sewerman.
Brandon Ray Gomes.
Patrick Melgar.
Randy Allen Lau.
Abigail Hernandez.
Michelle Serrate.
Melbourne Garber.
Juliana Angelica Sandoval.
Sinai Martinez Rodriguez.
Josh Radke.
Lydia Brianna Jones.
Zariah Priscilla Castillo.
Shalia Leanne Jefferson.
Lauren Elizabeth Hudson Sandoval.
John Paul Abraham Teakin.
Jesse Willard.
Karina Joy Johns.
Tien Meritic.
Asia Makiba Thompson.
David Vasquez.
Kara E. Jewell.
Carlos Aguilar.
Caitlin Marie Gomes.
Walfred Peril.
Christina A. Alexandris.
Stephanie Chavarria.
Catherine M. Alexandris.
Miguel Diaz. Kiwi Young.
Joshua Rajan Panaraju.
David Haron.
Michael Allen.
Rocky Santos.
Anthony Talent.
Kristen Anamuro.
Graham O'Shaughnessy.
Wilfredo Aguilar.
Samantha Buchanan.
Dua Salim.
Marinda Convis.
Giselle Aliban.
Maria Mercy Knick.
Anastasia Belska.
Delcy Janelle Iman.
Marian Habib.
Asia Cabanata.
Kritten Leah.
Chelsea May Chalico.
Sarah Jordan Mackey.
Patricia Javelin Gooderon.
Gabriela Christine Sanchez.
Michelle Villamore.
Frank Anthony Montano III.
Corey Riggs.
Kathleen Napitapulu.
Catherine Nicole Cheatham.
Ardlin Izagiri Rosario.
Helena Febrina Pastaria Sidabutar.
Stephen Tott.
Malik Said Takush.
Juled Basabas Aiko.
Angel Landazuri.
Daniel An.
Christine Tao Lee.
Arun Ajakumar.
Anjanella Renee Armenta. Sorry.
Ian Bassa.
Jasmine Meza.
Bulos Haded.
Natalia Silani Van Dam.
Arco DeRee.
Erica Kathleen Woolsey.
Christina Butoyu.
Scott Michael Woolsey.
Alfine B. Bonanza.
Jenny Yanez Dawson.
Matthew Kuhn.
Brandy Mayhew.
Carol V. Paraschica.
Aaron Samuel.
Lily Charles.
Andre Oshkov.
Kitsali Luz Miranda.
Joshua Imeri Garcia.
Sharon Manurung.
Abigail Guzman.
Chad Butler.
Zaina Lynn James.
Walter Jones IV.
Trisha Christina Caro.
Craig Lee.
Jasmine Gonzalez.
Caitlin Holman.
Andrea Monique Torres.
Allison Jensen.
Christian Michael Vielgren.
Jared Lale.
Betsy Chioma Digwo.
Ross Cordova.
Kevin Benitez.
Sean Lawrence Smith.
Ariana Aguilar.
Joseph Belcher.
Luis Manuel Ortega.
Matthew Gazar.
Diana Chinure.
Alexandra Christina Panagidin.
Daniela Cisneros.
Blake Benj.
Cecilia Munoz.
Dina Maritza Jaramillo.
Justin Ornelas.
Taylor Robin.
Keyshawn Gatson.
Justine Jacobs.
Rachel Leilani Marie Fernandez.
Desiree Vera Phillips.
Kayla Trow.
Alexis Samantha Nguyen.
Wyatt Lee Clark.
Lane Goodart.
Tyler Rose.
Rio Stephen Gifford.
Christian Rowland.
Mike Trauma.
Devin McLoyne.
Jonathan Velasquez.
Alexander Lim.
Ryan Henry.
Isabel Jean Ann Chu.
Aisha Monet McDaniels.
Fernando Garcia.
Peyton Fry.
Diego Marquez.
Ryan Brantley Mortison.
Alicia Putri Finger.
Seth Wax.
Adam Drujung.
Andrew Lee.
Noel Boham.
Amanda Juan.
Camilla Araujo.
Sarah Tioma Harianja.
Sydney Emerald Marshall.
Sarah Chang.
Paulina Silva.
Robert Farina.
Daniela M. Sibley.
Giovanni Martinez.
Yostina Solomon Hanna.
Anthony Alvarado.
Dakota Hope Cortez.
Brandon Chacon.
Zachary Ray Suarez.
Mark Luba.
Shyla Rosales.
David Jaramillo.
Xavier Davila.
Roman Cross.
Elizabeth Sharon Taylor.
Ian Hernandez.
Kayla Darlene Price.
Nasha Kalangi.
Bailey Medley.
Martine Macias.
Amy Young.
Vivian Anastasia Pangalia. Lila.
Tyus Champion.
Jennifer Nicole Smith.
Jennifer Mulhorn.
There's another one. Vaughn Lorwell Ordinario Singilio.
Samantha Ayala Starr.
Anthera Bingo.
Brandon Anthony Mistretta.
Brittany Ann Kimmy.
Brianna Suzanne Poole Jenks.
Matthew Corpus Bonus.
Rebecca Marie Waddell.
Christian Bond.
Natasha Terrell.
Shannon Marie McDaniel.
Yolanda Maria Reyes.
Manveer Carr.
Connor James Ebarb.
Leticia Garcia Diaz.
Jonathan Charles Marcy.
Maria Martinez.
Damian Alexander Solsley.
Jacqueline Frey.
Dominique Devon Wheeler.
Joshua Honea.
Antonio Ortega.
Casey Lee Cochran.
Joshua Navarro.
Zarina Amos.
Sydney Gretel Ramirez.
Supanita Panya Sang.
Michael Steven Sanchez.
Teresa Marie Toledo.
Vanessa Aceres.
Jennifer Valdivia.
Jessica Christine Greer.
Carlene Tripp.
Rebecca Garcia.
Antonio LaCurtis Walker.
Evan Lee Hughes.
Jared James Napad.
Brittany Negretti.
Tiffany M. Miguel.
Cristiano Orlando.
Kevin J. Sumampao.
Ty Wilson Dawkins.
Timothy Aguilar.
Dylan R. Johnson.
Cassandra Markin.
Justin Daniel Mischler.
Francis Tapia.
Fuad Ahmed Khan.
Brianna Nicole Bevel.
Nathan Allen.
Matthew Jester.
Dylan Robert Knuckles.
Kelly Ann Kearns.
Salvador Madrigal.
Samantha Carcano.
Andrew Mark Edson.
Alici Vengaao Tofuni.
Jesus Moeda.
Samantha Jubila.
Leo Sarabia.
Colton Marmon.
Jordan Simone Denier Redding.
Brittany Boudreau.
Anthony Brandon Morris.
Wyatt Bright.
Clarissa Kennedy.
Ryan Jacob Wheeler.
Manuel Arredondo.
Tyler Brendan Neal.
Daniel Casas.
Daniela Whipple.
Sansuki Hasuka.
Ashley N. Wright.
Khalid Alazari.
Malia Elena Patterson.
Oscar Lemus.
Lauren Beth Taylor.
Abdel Farah.
Vincent Luigi Martinucci.
Henry Borkgren. Kevin Lee Medlin.
Joseph Motuga. Rebecca Veras.
Jimmy Tohavao Tunoa.
There, beneath the God-made heavens, beautiful both night and day, lies our school, our alma mater, which so inspires us that we say, in our hearts, we love thee dearly. In our minds, thou art firmly set. Though we must leave thee sometime forever, thee we shall never forget.
Congratulations, class of 2013!